The YouTuber by the name of Omi the Hellcat has now been sentenced to over 5 years of jail time, and he also has to forfeit over $30 million. So this is quite the story. And this guy came onto my radar a little bit over 3 years ago when I made this video because of his absolutely outrageous car collection. And we're not talking about a normal MTV Cribs car collection. No, this guy has more than, 30 cars? Just littered all across his front yard, his driveway, and his part of the cul-de-sac. He was clearly one of the largest flexers on YouTube, and this money couldn't have all came from YouTube ad revenue. Because while we're comfortable off YouTube ad revenue at about 1 million subscribers, we're nowhere near that. I mean, this dude's place looked like the safe house from Fast and Furious with all those muscle cars parked out front. So clearly, something just didn't fully add up. And my hunch back then was right, because his house was raided by a few of those 3-letter government agencies. And it came out that he was behind something called Reloaded TV, which was a piracy stick that you plugged into your TV that you bought from someone online, like him, and it gave you free movies and free cable TV. And it seems like Omi and a Hellcat made 8 figures, maybe 9 figures from doing this. And instead of taking all of this money and just laying low, he started flexing it on YouTube, because that's a great way to get raided, which is exactly what happened.
Celebrity is telling the online world he has been raided by the feds. He's well known for his fancy, high-end cars and candid videos. His channel has 500,000 subscribers, and his videos have been viewed 35 million times. But those pricey cars aren't sitting in his driveway anymore. Fox 29's Jeff Cole joins us live from the federal courthouse in Philadelphia with the story. Jeff.
Shayna, Omar Carrasquillo is a local man who appears to have hit it big on YouTube. But a raid of his New Jersey property by federal agents last week is likely. It may strike big trouble for him.
Thank you for stating the obvious, Fox News anchor.
The sprawling home on the 100 block of Fox Chase Court, Swedesboro, almost appeared abandoned, with the shades down and no answer at the door.
What's up with the news and having like B footage of them knocking at an empty house door all the time? Are you a Fox News anchor or a Jehovah's Witness?
A far different look from what appears on YouTube, where homeowner Omar Carrasquillo shows off his collection of high-end cars.
They had like bulletproof vests on, and they had guns drawn, and they were very slowly approaching the house next door.
Wednesday, November 20th, and the appearance of great wealth collapsed, say neighbors, when FBI agents, seen here in cell phone pictures, hit the place in an early morning raid, hauling the cars away.
They loaded them off one by one for the course of about 4 or 5 hours.
They took all his cars.
Took all the cars.
I still don't know why he had so many cars. He did reply to me 3 years ago and said, I still make a lot of money. Me buying cars is a business for me. And I agree with you on taxes. So, I don't know, maybe he had a Turo business? What did I say on taxes back then?
A source close to him tells Fox 29 he's being investigated for alleged tax evasion and copyright infringement, but hasn't been charged.
The one thing I wish that like the school systems just taught was how to pay taxes. Taxes in general should definitely be in the school system. That would save so many people so much money. Like if you are new to money, if you're young and you own your own business, get a CPA. Seriously, that would save you so much money, and they will save you way more money than what you spend on them.
Yeah, I still agree with that. But before we continue with the recent update, I'm gonna let myself from 3 years ago explain what he did.
But after seeing all this, you probably have the same question as Graham. What did this guy do to get all this money? And why is this man being arrested? Well, you see, he is the founder of the pirate IPTV service called Gears Reloaded and Gears TV.
A couple weeks later, something popped in my head that said Fire Stick. Once that Fire Stick popped in my head, I was like, you know what? I was broke before, and I sold DVDs. DVDs are obsolete. Ain't nobody rocking with DVDs no more. I gotta find a way to put digital movies onto a stick, and that's how it started. And back when Kodi was popping, you know what I'm saying, I was one of the first ones doing Kodi sticks, and that's how I started making a lot of money.
But moving on, he started selling Fire Sticks, but that's not how he made the majority of his money. That came when he created his own pirate IPTV service.
What happened was I made these apps. Made an app called Gears TV. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it or if you ever watched it. Anything with a Gears TV app on it, it was mine. The app sold about 1.5 years, 2 years ago. So I'm living my regular life. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm making a couple hundred bands every day, every other day. I don't want to get into specific details how much money I'm making because I'm still fighting this case. But I'm seeing M's after like like too many million.
Okay, wait, just to quote him here. So I'm living my regular life. Now I'm making a couple hundred bands, which would be more than $200,000 every day. And then he goes on to say, I don't want to get into specific details about how much money I'm making because I'm still fighting this case, but I'm seeing millions, like too many millions. Isn't that getting into specific details? You already have the IRS and the feds looking at you, and now you're admitting to having too many millions. Why? Why do that to yourself? Like, I'm so used to seeing like these pirate guys get caught and they say nothing. It's just 100% radio silence from them. Like, they don't talk to anyone. But this man just keeps going. He's obviously very witty and very opportunistic because he saw something where he could make a buttload of money and he went for it. Whether it being illegal, legal, or an absolute gray zone like this. Ugh. But for the icing of the cake, after all of this, after the FBI seized everything, what do you think he did? Let me just read you a few video titles here that were posted after the FBI seized everything. Ami in a hellcat taking delivery of a new Charger hellcat, taking delivery of a hellcat red eye, taking delivery of a 2020 Daytona hellcat. He bought 3 almost identical cars after the FBI seized everything from him. Why? I can only hope that this guy gets out as unscraped as possible.
I mean, how bad of a person is he?
He seems like a great guy. Like, if you sit and watch his YouTube videos, like, he's a very likable individual. So, like, I wish him only the best. So I hope his legal team really kicks some butt in court because he'll need all the luck he can get.
And it seems like his legal team did kick some butt in court because he originally was facing over 500 years in prison, and I guess it was plead down to 5.5 years. So it's safe to say it could have gone a whole lot worse. And I'm just happy for their kids that their father won't be gone for too long, especially since it's a non-violent crime. But I did want to take a look at Omi's response coming out of court, which he posted on his Instagram story.
Been away from social media for a while because this is the moment I've been dreading. Facing 27.5 years. We all know it started at 500, but I just got sentenced today. I feel like the judge was super fair. He heard everyone's testimony about my character, everyone who came to court. The judge ordered me to 66 months in federal prison, which I feel as though it's fair for especially how much money I made. I had to pay 10-point-something million in restitution, which they already have, which will be applied to which they already got the money now. And I gotta pay another 5.7 million in restitution to the IRS. So, you know, I'll be home in the next 2 to 3 years. I hope you guys continue to support Reloaded Universe. I got 60 days. So once again, this has been a long time coming. I had a seizure done in 2019. I got charged in 2021. You know, the judge was super lenient but fair, but also didn't want to deter other people from committing the same type of TV piracy that I committed. I was talking everything in detail. I'm coming out with a new YouTube video. It'll only be done by Devin Wade, and we'll talk about it. But it's over. I already know what I'm doing. I know what I'm getting. There's no more stress, no more nothing. I know when I come home, everything will be fine. I'm good. 66 months was super fair. And, you know, it sucks for my kids, but I'm happy with it. It's probably a salvation for my fat ass to lose some weight anyway.
I'm definitely looking forward to his YouTube response video, but this was a completely fair response to that. So I wanted to pull up more of the exact details on this case, and it looks like that he was ordered to forfeit more than $30 million in assets, the money he personally took from his business, as well as pay nearly $11 million in restitution to the cable companies he pirated, because he failed to report to the IRS any of the money of his business was making between 2016 and 2019. He owes an additional $5.7 million in back taxes. Money to cover some of these debts will come from selling off assets that the federal authorities seized during a 2019 raid. They froze multiple bank accounts opened by Carrasquillo and his co-defendants and seized Carrasquillo's collection of Lamborghinis, Porsches, Bentleys, and McLarens, and a portfolio of more than 4 dozen properties he'd amassed across Philadelphia and its suburbs. His Swedesboro mansion is also being sold off as well. He told the judge Tuesday that he and his family plan to move to a smaller home they're building in Upland Borough. I'm only guilty of making money, Carrasquillo said in a video posted at the time of the raids under the title, "The FBI seized everything from me. I am guilty of nothing else," he said. He's since had a change of heart, admitting to his YouTube audience and court in Tuesday that he committed several felony crimes. "It just sucks," he said in a video last year. "It sucks to lose my house, to lose properties, money, and all my cars, my jewelry. It's an embarrassment." But I mean, hey, while there's the downside, there was also the upside to where he managed to use that money to leverage himself into a way better position in life that also allowed him to create other businesses. And I did also hear that one of his other businesses were actually sued by Nike. Let's see, let's just confirm that real quick. Yeah, he was, yeah. Oh man, no. I mean, come on, Omi. Really? This is what you did? You went from ripping off cable companies to ripping off shoe companies? Come on, dude. At least change more of the design than just the swoosh. So I guess his days in court are not quite finished yet. But hey, I mean, at least he didn't rent a multi-million-dollar mansion and do $600,000 worth of damages and get sued like this TikTok group did. So you should check out that video if you want to know more about that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.